Welcome to the Logan Square Improv Podcast, everybody. I'm Alex Perjadko.
I'm Andrew Lemna.
And with us today, we have Meredith Weir and Rudy Mendoza. Thanks for being on the podcast, guys.
Happy to be here.
Thanks for having us.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Let's just hop right in with a question. Who is the most interesting person from your high school? Like when you were in high school, you know what I mean? Like who's just like fascinated you? And Andrew, you can chime in too. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Does anyone have like a character?
There is a guy named Daryl Sharpton, who's Al Sharpton's nephew.
Oh wow!
He was on our football team and he played for the Houston Texans, like as a linebacker.
Whoa!
He's also on our track team. I was on track. I was nowhere near as valuable a runner as he was. Just really funny dude, and
he's kind of had everything going for him. Huh?
Pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah, I went to a humongous high school. It was like 4,000 people.
Oh, same, exactly the same.
Yeah. And a runner-up would be like a Miami. I'm from Miami. There's a guy on Miami Vice. His son, Philip Michael Thomas, he went to school with me, and he used to just kind of bust into classroom. I had a Spanish class that was like in those portable classrooms. Mm-hmm. And we were all our classrooms were like connected in this portable whatever. Yeah. He would just come in with his buddy, and his buddy would just like do beats on the table, and he would just sing. So he'd just interrupt our Spanish class and then just start singing.
Was he in the class?
He was in some other class, but he would just make rounds throughout the classes.
The teachers were just like, all right, just let it
Pretty much.
His dad's on Miami Vice.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
That's nuts. That's nuts.
What kind of songs was it? Like
it was
rapping?
Original songs.
Or like
But
singing?
he was singing
He was singing, yeah. So his buddy would do the beats, and then the one song I remember was it was an early morning class. It was 7:30, and he would come in the first. He'd come in at like 8 a.m.
I imagine him entering like Kramer,
just busting in.
Yeah,
wow.
well, he had his buddy who did the beats would be kind of like his hype man, So he'd open the door for him, and say, here's PMT, Philip Michael Thomas, and
PMT. Wow.
And the one song I remember him singing was "I'm Drowsy." And he's like, I'm drowsy, and then feeling lousy, that kind of thing.
Wow.
Anyway. He's runner-up to Daryl Sharpton.
Wow, those are two great candidates. I feel you have to be at a big school to have.
I don't
people like that. Yeah.
I don't know how to follow that.
Sorry.
Oh my God,
Should have went first.
Those are incredible. I am just picturing that kid. After a while, did he do it pretty often?
He would do it every couple months.
Yeah.
He's PMT.
As a student, was everyone kind of just like, all right, this is cool. We know this happens. It's a little break from class.
Pretty much, yeah. And our Spanish teacher, she was lovely woman who didn't care anymore.
Yeah.
Checked out. She had a really hard life, and so I think that she was just kind of like, you know what? Sure, yeah. Let's just
kind of snapping along. Dude. Just imagine a sub trying to handle that.
Just not knowing it for the rest of the team's no, this is normal. He's allowed to do this. He doesn't get in trouble. It's so fine.
Yeah. Oh my God. Wow.
I'm realizing I had no charisma in high school.
Compared to that, I couldn't imagine having that kind of confidence as a high school kid.
I mean, that's a skill.
Do you know what he does now?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I assume he had some sort of music career.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a talented singer.
Yeah.
But
was he also releasing albums or recorded stuff at the time too, or was it just
I'm sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I was too busy. I don't know.
Yeah.
In class.
Trying to learn Spanish.
Trying to be a high school student. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wild.
And was the perception that he's the man, or were other kids this is too much?
Yeah.
No, everyone loved it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So
wow.
Yeah, I wish I had more, follow-ups on what's going on with this.
Oh no, dude. No, I'm glad that we made you remember him. But I'm excited to just talk to you and hear about if you find anything else about him.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I think this might be retrospective, but I think the most interesting person is this. She was my next door neighbor, lived 2 doors down from me growing up. Mm-hmm. And I don't know that she was that interesting in high school, but like she always was like kind of popular and friends with everybody, and she played like sports and did different stuff. Her name was Miranda Fiddler, which is a name I use in improv a ton. Now
spilling the secrets.
Yeah, spilling the secrets. Because it's a good name.
It is a good name.
Like I think I use it Thursday in the show. Yeah. But now her life, ever since college, has just like, because we can follow everybody on social media, it's just taken like these crazy cool turns that I like. She was my next neighbor. We were good friends as like little kids and stuff. I just haven't talked to her at all. But she went to Boston University and then like left there to go to study in France. And then she lived in France for like, I don't know how long, but I think maybe met her husband in France. And then they both moved to somewhere else. And she got like her PhD in like vaccine studies, which was like very prominent recently, which I think is cool. Wow. And now she lives in Canada and they have like a baby. This is all through stalking.
Yeah.
Not at all that I know her, but I just have been like, wow, that is just like one turn after the next. You've just kept doing cool stuff. And I'm just still here in Chicago.
You're doing cool stuff.
I'm doing cool stuff.
Yeah.
But I just am like, I just think it's so cool when people make decisions for themselves that are like, yeah, why not? I'm going to go to France. I don't, like, she didn't speak French. We didn't offer French in high school, I don't think. Like, I don't know what her desire was to go there, but yeah, it's crazy.
That's very cool.
Yeah, Miranda Fiddler. Now I got to come up with a new improv name.
That's burnt. It's recorded. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know if this is the most interesting, but it was my friend Michael Dinas. And he was like a star athlete at our high school. So he was very tall when he was like a freshman, played varsity basketball. And then he was at the same church I was at in high school, became friends. And then for college, he moved down to Arkansas and now works for like this food sustainability company. And it's so fascinating. And it's cool because he's always been insanely nice and kind, but just like this star athlete jock. And now he's like very into like food sustainability, and hit me up because he was doing something at the Final Four in Indianapolis with like doing like recycling projects there. Nice. And he's so kind and thoughtful, as he always was, but it's just so cool because I would have never guessed that this would be where he'd be. And he's like married, has a couple kids. And I don't know, I caught up with him a couple months ago. I was like, wow, this is really cool where you're at in life. So,
yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You still keep in touch with Michael a little bit?
Well, he hit me up when he was coming to Indianapolis because he's like, do you have any connections of people looking for work? Because he was looking for volunteers. But it was just fun to catch up with him.
Does he know that's not work?
What's that? Yeah.
Who's looking for work? I don't want to pay them.
I guess that's probably... maybe he did pay too, but I don't know. I just thought that was really fun. And that was someone that like I don't keep in touch with regularly. So it was fun to see them at a different point in life. And he was the man in high school, and he still is the man now. But it's fun to watch people that go in different paths.
You guys saw it so much. When I thought of this question, I all those answers are way better than my answer. And because that was just cool to hear everyone's. Mine was this kid named TJ. And I don't remember his last name. He was very much a loner kid. He moved to our town in like in high school or like in 8th grade or something, and didn't have any like friends or whatever. And I just like hung out with him in like math class and got to know him. And I was just kind of like, also didn't have like a super like a clique or anything. I was just like kind of friends with whoever was involved in a lot of stuff. So he was just like next to me in math class, and we just kind of like I thought he was like the funniest dude ever. And it was just like he was like. He reminded me of what a 40-year-old, like when I was a kid, I was like, this guy has like a 40-year-old sense of humor, but we're like 13. And he also was like just very interesting. He had baby teeth. And so like he was born without adult teeth in his head. So like
that's medically correct.
Yeah, I mean it's true. I mean I could have been more specific, but it also your teeth are in your head. So I was ambiguous on purpose so I wouldn't be wrong in his body. So he just never lost his baby teeth, and so that was like it was tough for him probably in high school, and we talked about that too. But he was just like. I like just learned so much from him. I was like, I would say a pretty sheltered kid as far as like being exposed to, media or like mature concepts or whatever. And this kid was just kind of like very worldly and just like super funny and had baby teeth. And I was like, dude, everyone should be friends with TJ. This kid is so funny. I'm learning so much from him. But no one really like hung out with him. So I think about him all the time, and I try to like find him on social media, and I can't. But I think he moved away like a couple years later or something. But yeah, I think about him a lot.
Do you guys think anybody in your high school would pick you as the most interesting person?
Hell no.
No way.
No way.
No chance.
Not even close.
Yeah.
I was pretty quiet in high school, so I feel like I just didn't even like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think the only thing that I had going for me was that I was in like I did marching band and soccer, so like all of my athlete friends thought I was like the shy one, and all of my band friends thought I was like the jock and the cool one, which is like not how it was going.
I was
at
a little
all.
bit the same way. I was in the orchestra, and I played soccer and basketball and some other sports, but
yeah, it was like a very weird like
combination,
thing to juggle through high school of like navigating these friend networks and cliques. And I don't think I don't have really many friends. I have one friend from high school still, but like I think because I was so spread thin, I never like developed strong friend relationships with like a lot of people.
I get that. Cool. I want to see improv scene. Andrew, you can be a substitute teacher for a class, and I want to see
PMT.
I want to see PMT. To whoever wants to be in. Yeah.
All right. Hi, everyone. My name's Mr. Fiddler. I'm coming in today. Obviously, you can tell I'm a young teacher. I did graduate college
You're
last
so
year.
hot.
You're really attractive.
Okay, let's go ahead and let's nip that in the bud right now. Whatever
He's
you think
embarrassed.
about me.
Yeah, he's
No,
so embarrassed.
I'm not embarrassed.
But now you're sweating a little bit too.
Well, it's hot.
All right,
here.
we'll stop messing with you. All
All
right.
right. Yeah, everyone relax. Okay, I'm cool, but I gotta lay down the law sometimes too. All right. So, all I want to say is
That makes you hotter.
We'd like someone who's
In control.
in
Okay,
control.
you know what? Everyone, let's just take it
We're just
easy.
giving you a hard time, Mr. Fiddler.
All right. Yeah, I appreciate it. I
This is a really
appreciate the
low-key
fun
class.
banter that we have, but I have to teach these concepts today. I have to, chemistry is important, as I like to say at the beginning of every class.
Even if you're not teaching chemistry.
Well, no, I substitute the name of the class, but I always like to say that it's important. Kind of start with overreaching a concept that would make you fall in love with what I'm going to be
Good
teaching.
morning, everyone.
Oh, okay, we got.
How's
one more
everyone
popping.
doing today?
PMT! PMT!
Oh,
PMT!
Get ready for this, Mr.
No,
Fiddler.
keep it going. Keep it going.
PMT! PMT!
Okay.
PMT! PMT!
PMT.
That's right. All right, I'm going to be taking my shirt off now, everyone.
No, let's go shirts on. Shirts on.
No, just let it
everybody.
happen, Mr. Fiddler.
Let's go shirts on for a second. PMT.
All right, yes.
Are you in this class? Because the chairs are all full right now.
I am the class.
He's in every class.
All right, I'm going to pass out some ping pong balls.
Yeah!
All right, now throw the ping pong balls at my abdomen, and I'll be bouncing them back at you.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh!
Well, this kind of relates to chemistry because these are atoms and molecules.
Shut up.
Shut up, Mr. Fiddler.
Okay.
PMT. PMT. PMT.
All right, hope you have a great rest of your day, everyone. I'm off.
Mr. Fiddler, you're so lucky you got to see that.
That was awesome. It only happens once every couple months.
Is that a student that goes to the school?
We're actually not sure what he is. He's just around. He's around our age.
Yeah, he's PMT. That's all you need to know.
PMT.
My nickname in
We don't care.
You're not cool anymore.
chemistry is important.
PMT, but he just does tricks and
I wasn't going to sing.
That's fair. That's fair.
You throw ping pong balls off my abs.
Yeah, I love that. Just a kid he knows he has a performer bug, but he's like trying singing out. He's trying just like close up magic. He's like whatever scene, whatever hits. Oh man, cool. That was a blast. What about what is something that you could, like, if you had to do a filibuster, what would you talk about if you could only talk about one subject? Like, what is something that you could just talk about forever? Like something that you could just nerd out about that maybe people like it, and that's not improv. Because like all of us would be like
damn.
improv. Yeah.
I think this because of this year, because I'm like a science person, I've been giving like a lot of I don't know, speeches to people about like what's in drugs and how like all the different like excipients that are in drugs that aren't the active ingredient are, and how they're safe, and basically flour and sugar, like any basic like ingredient. And I think because I've gotten so much practice in the last year of like talking about drugs and like pharmaceuticals and stuff, I think it would probably be that at this point in time.
Yeah.
What I want to be able to say is like the NFL, but I only know about the Eagles. Like I only know about Philadelphia sports. So I think it would run out pretty quickly.
You've been an Eagles fan for like a long time.
I don't remember life without them.
Yeah. So your family is like, is it or did you just kind of, was it your kind of thing that you stepped into, or is your family?
No, like my dad was a huge Eagles fan.
Yeah.
And then like I think just intentionally we're like a big sports family, like almost too much so. Like we have like Olympians in our family and stuff, and it just messes with how you think of sports, I think. So it just is all at like an elevated level. Yeah. And so I think my fandom came from that like place too. So it is like, so I know we talked about earlier, like me teaching on Sundays, and it could be a problem.
TiVo,
yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
You know, I just use TiVo for like the recording process.
Yeah.
Even though I don't even know if TiVo exists anymore.
You got to hear about these Olympians in your family.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. My cousin Brendan is like the most famous, I guess, in that he was a swimmer. So he swam like, he was on the team when Michael Phelps was on the team. So nobody knew who he was because they only talked and followed like Michael Phelps. Yeah. But he was like on the relay. He swam the breaststroke leg of the relay when he won like the gold medal in
That's insane.
Athens and Beijing. And then he also competed in London too, I think. Yeah. But I don't know that they won. But yeah, he has a couple gold medals. He had a couple world records for a while, but he was just a breaststroke swimmer. So
yeah.
And now my cousin Katie she just started at Madison, Wisconsin. And I think she would have qualified for Olympic trials had not everything shut down, I think. So now that she's going to college and they have like real weight rooms and stuff, I think she might be on her way as well.
And you swam too, right?
Yeah, I swam a little bit.
Yeah.
Not like to their level, which is why I was like, I went the soccer route. So I did like soccer in college and stuff.
Yeah. Nice. It's good athletic genes.
I want to change my answer to the most interesting person in my high school, because I just remembered that I had an Olympian that went to my high school. David Bodea went to my high school.
That's cool. And he went to Purdue as well.
Yeah, but that is probably the most...
Was it a diver?
The diver.
Yeah.
He's a gold medalist diver.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I spaced that one, but hearing you say that, I was like, that's probably the most interesting person from my high school.
I'm going to stick with TJ.
Yeah.
And honestly, he may have won a gold medal. I have no idea.
But yeah, I think I would talk about science.
Yeah.
Pharmaceuticals specifically.
Nice.
Yeah. That's a good one.
I think probably talk about Ken Burns. I really like
him.
Yeah, I've watched most of the Ken Burns documentaries. If you're not familiar, he's like, documentarian. Done like, he's famous for Civil War, like doing a 10-part Civil War documentary and a whole thing about jazz. He's focused on like, American history, stuff that's like uniquely American.
Yeah.
Institutions like baseball and that kind of thing. And and he did one about Vietnam most recently, and Ernest Hemingway and stuff. Yeah. But he's just like a really smart, eccentric dude, who just understands America really well. And anytime he like says stuff, I'm always like, I'm smarter now after listening to this person talk for 2 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know. Have you all watched any Ken Burns stuff?
I've heard people bring him up before. I have not seen any documentaries. I know the name Ken Burns from my amateur filmmaking because he has an effect named after him, which is like movement on like a still frame or whatever, or like changing frames, which is crazy. Yeah. So like when people started talking about him as a documentary, it's like, I know that name from Final Cut.
yeah, it's like an effect on Final Cut. And what he's famous for is like he gets like celebrities to narrate, like he'll get like Samuel L. Jackson to like read a quote, and like it'll be like what you're watching is like an image that's getting like panned in on
Yeah.
someone's head, and
Right.
that's the person who, that person's talking
Yeah.
in their voice or whatever.
Yeah.
Which is such a better way to do documentaries than like the reenacting. The Nicole and I are watching the like the Food That Built America, which is like a very interesting documentary, but it's like the reenactments are just
It's hard to pull
awful.
off.
Yeah.
It's so
Hard to pull
bad.
off. Has anyone seen a documentary that does it well that you're not like this is total cheese? I've been taking. I mean, I feel like every documentary that I watch that has the reenactment segments, I'm like taken out of it a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I loved that social media one that came out, but I
that's-
hated the reenactment.
That's the
Yeah.
one that I'm thinking
Actually-
of that's fresh in my mind.
Yeah.
You know what one did it pretty well? I forget what it was called, but it was about the college admission scandal.
Yeah.
Because they used the real, because they tapped phones.
Yep.
And so they had actors reading the real phone transcripts, and they would just show like a rich dad pacing by a pool.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like real acting, but
Oh,
it was
wow.
real
Okay.
dialogue. And I think that's the problem with the reenactments is like the dialogue is so like,
Yeah.
nobody says like, they're after me, honey, I'm getting out of town.
I've said that a couple times.
Yeah.
Have you? Sorry.
All right, let's see a scene that starts with that line of dialogue. Anyone can start it.
Honey, they're coming for me. I'm getting out of town.
Well, I want to come with.
You can't always come with me.
You always run away and I never get to come with. Please.
I always come back for you.
I'm so sick of these kids.
They're
Bring me with you. I'm so sick of the kids. You always run away and you never bring me with you.
okay. I carried them with me for 18 months total.
All right.
Hey, Jim. Hey, Jim.
Hey.
What's up, buddy? Were you behind me the whole time?
Yeah, we both were.
Oh, hey, Tommy.
Hi.
I actually think you saw us. You walked past us to get
Right.
to talk to.
Well, you're shorter. I was focused on.
I saw you, and I stand by it. You guys are annoying.
What?
Can you help us out a little bit?
Help you. I paid the electrical bill last
Yeah,
month.
I dig trenches for money.
Your kids, you're supposed to be working for me. Okay?
We've been talking.
You signed a contract, right?
Okay, yeah, but I feel like that's not legally binding if you sign it when you're 6.
We've been talking at school. Nobody else has to, like
Work full time.
work full time.
I thought we said you couldn't talk at school.
Yeah. What are you doing socializing with the other kids?
We write stuff. Actually in the contract you said you can't verbally talk, which is on you to put verbally in the contract. Kind of dumb in a legal sense. So we just write notes.
Don't call your parents dumb.
Do not call me dumb again.
Okay, well we've been writing notes to talk to our teachers and our classmates, and we're getting down to your bullshit. Okay,
Okay.
Are you the ones that keeps calling the feds on me?
that's not us. No.
Someone else.
Yeah. So-
Yeah, I don't know who that could be.
Chuck?
What?
Who could it be, Chuck?
You two have discipline issues.
We are some of the most productive
6-year-olds.
6-year-olds in the world, I think.
Okay, I really got to get going. Are you coming with me or not?
Yes, I'm coming, and you two are going to keep paying electrical bills and digging trenches, okay?
Okay,
All right.
fine.
And wire us money, because we're going to need a lot of it where we're going. Where are we going?
Write down the account number.
We're going to Philadelphia. No one will find us. No one will find us there.
See, I'm so tired of Philadelphia. We keep running away to Philadelphia, sweetie. What are we doing?
Well, it's funny. It was Reese's, like Mr. Reese, who invented the Reese's Pieces. He was, or the Reese's peanut butter cup.
Yeah.
Debt collectors were after him, and he said to his wife, "I'm getting out of here. Tell him I'm going to Philadelphia." You're in like Harrisburg. It's 20 minutes away.
You could do that back in the day.
Yeah.
You can move to like the next town
Yeah.
and just be a different person.
Yeah.
People had like 2 families and stuff. Could you imagine trying to have 2 families
No way.
now?
No way.
I'm sure somebody's doing it.
Yes,
Someone's doing
somebody's
it.
doing it. That'd be crazy to try to pull it off today in 2021.
It'd be nuts. Yeah, you'd have to like just probably lie hardcore about your career, probably that you had to like travel or something. I don't know.
That's, probably just engineering consulting.
Your
or something.
sales or
Yeah.
I
I'm not trying to like workshop how to do it.
But yeah, if we
Sounds like
were
if you
to
were to
do it,
What do you
yeah.
think?
how would you do it?
You'd have to have a couple friends that could cover for you. That could really vouch for you. Yeah.
Hit stop record so we can like.
Yeah, here, then we jump back in.
gotta have a few social media accounts.
Yeah. What were you gonna say?
I'm wearing a ring now because I just got engaged.
Yeah.
And, yeah, thank you. And I have never worn like jewelry before, so I was like looking up like when I should take it off, like if I'm exercising or when I'm sleeping, or and I went to like all the women's ones are for like diamonds, and I don't have a diamond, so they were like, yeah don't wear it to sleep because it'll get caught on stuff. And I was well, that doesn't really apply to me. So I was looking, so I went to like a men's Reddit page about when they take their ring off, and it was just only when they're seeing other women. Like every comment was like,
there's no safety ones. Yeah,
it's like it was all like, or maybe there would be like, or like when I'm gardening or if I'm like working out or whatever. And then like every third one was just like, just when I hit the bars or just when I'm going to see my mistress. And I was just like, this is insane that people are just,
like,
I don't know if they're trying to be funny or what.
Yeah. If they're on Reddit, they're probably not married. They're probably just making up a life for themselves.
It's actually a really
when
good point.
When I want to talk to women, I slip in. It's like, you're fucking 17 probably.
Honestly, I feel better now. That's a really good point. So
Maybe.
you aren't real people.
I bet there's probably a couple creeps that were answering honestly, but
And also, they kind of like don't make a fake username, and it's just their actual first name and last name. It's what would you
talk
about? Yeah.
Oh man, I feel like I don't have that many things that I feel like I dabble in so much that I don't know if I've gotten that deep that I could dig into. I would say a more recent one is fantasy basketball. I was never a fantasy sports person. Like fantasy football is obviously huge, and like in high school I would play or whatever, but I just never got into it. And then a couple of years ago, someone invited me, Rich Coleman. Yeah, invited me to play fantasy basketball, and I'm a big basketball fan, and I like playing and everything. So I started playing, and I like it a lot more than fantasy football for a lot of reasons. And this just turns into me talking about it for 45 minutes. It's like, well, you asked for it. It's like, no, Alex, actually, you brought the problem. It's all just so you could ask me about fantasy basketball. But I think you get to make a lot of moves in it. I think more than football.
Yeah.
And there's more games, so there's like more iterations and like strategies that you can take, and like and I just like basketball more than football in general. So so like I have I could talk about that quite a bit.
I did a hockey fantasy league one time, and I found it like I liked football because I only had to deal with it once a week.
Yeah, there's two different ways to look at it. Yeah.
But otherwise, I liked that it was like, oh, there's so many more ways to like hockey and basketball are similar in my opinion of like up and back and how like minutes count and all that kind of stuff. It was like
and
fun
the amount
to
of games
think,
and stuff.
Yeah, different stats and like there were fun exercises.
Yeah, I think the next step would be baseball, which seems like too much to me, and I'm also not as much of a baseball fan.
Yeah.
But I could see if you were very into fantasy sports, I feel like baseball would be the one that you could like spend a ton of time every single day just looking at the lineups because they play 100 and whatever games.
Is there like fantasy Premier League?
I would bet that there is, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I've never played.
I don't know because the statistics on that, I don't know how rich that is each game.
I mean, man, soccer's so huge that they have like so many ways of like rating players and like their efficiency,
Touches, passes,
touches,
miles
like,
run.
But is like that what you're ranking off of too? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what.
Well, and not for like something like basketball, but I think like even hockey has like plus minus.
Yep. Yeah.
And I bet that's in. I mean, there's definitely plus minus in soccer. I imagine. So I bet there is. I bet there is fantasy football.
Yeah, one stat
Soccer.
that's been kind of interesting to me is this Messi guy. He's one of the better.
Yeah, Lionel Messi.
Like average soccer player runs like, I don't know, something like 10 miles a game or something like that, and he's like off the charts in terms of how much he walks.
Yeah.
Like he's like
interesting. Yeah.
Doesn't run nearly as much as anybody else, which is kind of like BS. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
It's just,
Man, have you ever watched him play?
I watched the Argentina and Brazil game.
He's a fascinating player to watch. I mean, like his bursts of speed are just insane. And he's very efficient. Yeah.
PSG.
Oh yeah, PSG. Yeah.
And I hate that he is on PSG. Like I love him as a player, but like it's destroying the team that I picked, and now I feel like
just because of the fandom.
Yeah, now I feel like I like the Yankees. Like I'm so bummed. Like it's just taking the fun out of it for me.
Oh.
But I do like him as a player.
Yeah.
And I think that's why he's going to be able to play like long.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like being an efficient player.
Yeah, that's like Carly Lloyd, who played, she just is retiring now. She's played like over 300 games, but she's played like midfield positions, which is like insane that she's played that long. Because most people are just like him; they're just at the top waiting for somebody to kick them the ball. And
Yeah, I wonder. I haven't watched that much soccer the last couple of years. I mean, I watched like some of the Euro Cup and stuff. But I mean, he's getting older for a soccer player. I wonder if he will ever switch to like more of a midfield like facilitator as his like athletic bursts go down.
Yeah.
Because that's the first thing to go as an athlete is like, short, fast bursts. So like football running backs have such a part of the reason.
Yeah.
So I wonder if he will like shift back to like a more sustainable.
Maybe.
Because he's a great facilitator too. I usually think sets him apart from a lot of like strikers.
He's the most followed person on Instagram.
Wow.
The most, huh?
I think so. Yeah.
I would
was
never
it?
guess that.
I looked at it up like a couple months ago, and he was. So it could have changed, I guess. Anyway.
That's nuts.
European football is like we don't realize
Yeah.
even me as like a soccer fan, growing up playing soccer all my life, we forget how like NBA basketball is like, no, dude. Like, like someone in Barcelona is making more than anybody in the NBA.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a different level.
Yeah. Someone in like Germany's Bundesliga is making more than
I mean,
our
they-
NFL
like-
quarterbacks. Yeah.
Like in England, they have like so many leagues, like minor leagues. It's like the U.S. can barely support one major league soccer.
Yeah.
and there's like some minor league ones too that are like,
Yeah, and now they're all
Everyone.
like the Chicago Fire is
are they?
like a Leipzig Red Bull in Germany. It's like they're like one of their farm teams now.
Oh wow.
Oh, really?
It's like the European leagues are buying the MLS teams up
Wow.
to be like.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's something else over there. Which is cool. I would love to go to like a Premier League game.
Yeah.
Let me come up with one more of these. How about what's a movie that you are embarrassed that you like a lot, if you have one, or it could be a book or any type of media that you're like guilty pleasure. Everyone hates this, but I think it's really good.
I think I'm a sucker for the like Hallmark Christmas movies.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like I will genuinely like. I don't enjoy them ironically. Like I genuinely enjoy sitting down and just being like, yeah, give me this content that I
Take
know
it
how
in.
it's going to end. I know how, and like I'll get teary and I'll get like,
Oh yeah,
I
so
get,
you're like bought in.
I'm bought in. I can like
watching it.
enter the world and then not like Nicole will watch with me and like she's like, we'll make fun of it and we'll get in fights. I'll be like, stop. I just like it. Just let me like it.
Yeah.
I know that
Totally.
it's stupid. I just, but like, yeah. I don't know.
I think that's cool. That's cool that you can you can enter that reality, even like knowing like what some people might see as shortcomings of those films.
Yeah.
But like taking it as what it is and being like this. Yeah, but this is the experience that I want to have right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
And I don't think that I'm very good at that. Kaylee watches some movies that she really likes. I don't know if they're like Hallmark, but like that kind in that vein. And I try to watch them and I can't like step into it and like totally buy in.
Yeah.
And she's like, I mean, I know that it's not like, The Departed, but I don't know why I picked The Departed. It's a good film. I don't know why I picked that as like the one, but you know what I mean. Like it's like a traditionally accepted, great film.
Right, because there's
like
When Harry Met Sally is like an accepted rom com that's like
that's a way better example.
Yeah, it's
to
very
compare to a Hallmark movie.
Yeah, I get that they're two different like genres, but I just I can. And I think it's for me because I think I didn't even know this, but like Hallmark makes those things year round. Like they have like Easter Hallmark movies where it's like all the same stuff except they go to like the Easter festival and the Easter whatever. But for me, it's just Christmas. So I think it's
Easter
like
festival.
the spirit of like
that's
winter and all that. Thing.
Yeah, I get that. What? Yeah.
I also like. I think I do believe in Santa Claus. Like,
Okay, go on. That was one of my next questions. All right, anyone here believes that?
I think it's like that. Like, I like so adamantly will like convince my younger cousins that it's real that I like started to convince myself that it's real.
That's
Like,
cool.
and it's that same thing of just like, you know what, I'm buying into this world in the way that like people buy into like faith and religion and stuff like that I'm just like, I'm just gonna accept this. And I know that it's a weird one, but like yeah, like we can all be Santa Claus and we can all be,
Oh,
and I think I
absolutely.
just have like really bought into that, and like I get super into
The
Christmas
spirit,
because of
yeah.
it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a more fun reality.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I believed in Santa Claus for a pretty long time.
Yeah.
I would say definitely too long. And I've not met anyone that's got me beat as far as an age wise. but I'll tell us, it's kind of a funny story. I was probably like 13 or something, like pretty old, maybe even a little bit older than that. And I was in Iowa with some of my my mom's from Iowa. She's one of 8, so like all of our cousins and aunts and uncles. We have a ton of family over there in Des Moines, Iowa, and we were like picking up my younger cousin from his hockey practice in like a minivan with my aunt Lizzie, and it was like Christmas time. We were there for the holidays, and we were sitting in the back, and I was, in middle school, like late middle school. And she was like, before my cousin Sammy got into the car, she's like, all right, now listen, everybody, Sammy still believes in Santa Claus, so like make sure we don't ruin it for him. And I was in the back, I was like, no. And I just stared out the window, and that was how I found out. I remember it so distinctly, and it was because my aunt was trying to protect my way younger cousin. And like she just like couldn't fathom that I still she like thought there was no chance that I still believed in Santa Claus.
Oh wow.
And it was kind of heartbreaking, but it happens to everybody.
I think that's a great measure of how wholesome of a person you are, like how old you are.
Thank you. Yeah.
And also, I'll convince you that he's still around.
yeah. See, like, and that's
Maybe you're not
I'm
wrong.
kind of I've been on the edge since then.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
My cousin has this. My mom's like one of 10, so it's similar. I have like
Yeah, wow.
1,000 cousins. And my one cousin started to tell her kids, like when the oldest found out of.
Well, it's easy to have an Olympian cousin when you have 100 cousins.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though
yeah.
I don't.
But her whole thing was like when she has younger siblings, is like, hey, listen, I'm gonna let you in on a secret, and it's that like we're all Santa Claus. That's like, I have been Santa Claus, and we're gonna be Santa Claus for you, and that's what Santa is.
I think that's a great way to look at it.
And I think it's like, yeah, it is wholesome, and I'm all about that. I'm buying into that.
I love that. I'm gonna steal that for my kids.
That was my parents never directly said that Santa was real.
Oh, there we
Because
go.
my dad was very much like, I don't want to lie to my kids.
Yeah.
And, like,
Yeah.
so I feel like we figured it out pretty early because they would use like the same handwriting and then like
Yeah.
didn't really deny it.
Yeah.
But hearing his reasoning as I got older, I was like, yeah, I appreciate that perspective where he's like, I don't know, it felt weird to like, you trust us so much as kids,
Yeah.
and like to actively lie to you and trick you felt so weird as a parent.
Yeah.
Like, and that we do that, which I
Totally.
thought was just an interesting philosophy.
Which is
too.
why I think the cool thing about like the, hey, I'm gonna let you in on this is like kind of similar. Like we haven't been lying to you. We have been Santa.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
just like
Just
it's like a-
learning more about it.
Yeah.
When you're like mature enough to
handle it.
handle like
Yeah,
that kind of
yeah.
information. And
Yeah, my dad did something similar to yours, but for like opposite reason. Like I love my dad, but I think he's too petty to like pay for like gifts and be like someone else did it.
Yeah.
If I bought you this shit, I fucking
It's from
bought
dad.
it.
Yeah.
It's from dad. Yeah.
I'm not gonna let someone else take credit
Yeah.
for this.
That's funny.
But I think there's value in that too, right? Like, yeah, your kids should know that you're the one who
Yeah.
cares about them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Santa Claus treats me so well. You guys never give me anything. That's another thing that I'm just remembering about my believing in Santa Claus so long is that when I was like 10 or something, so before then, my family kind of stopped doing Christmas gifts, like as much as traditionally like kids would get Christmas gifts, because my mom was just like, Christmas is time just to be together and we don't need gifts to like have fun or whatever. And she was just going through like a, I don't know, minimalist phase or something. And so we just were like, so I like didn't even get like very many gifts and was still believing in Santa Claus. I was like, wow, that should have been, I think it was like, okay, because mom doesn't want to give us gifts, now Santa Claus is stopping coming.
Yeah.
Maybe I was just dumb.
That's good logic. Sorry, I really derailed your question.
Oh, that's great.
No, that was really fun. Let's see a scene of a family on Christmas morning.
Oh my gosh. It's so big. Wait, can I open it, please?
What
Can
is
I
it? What is it? One big present.
One big present.
What is it? What is it?
Please, can we open it?
I don't.
Get your hopes down.
Yeah, it's big,
But it's so big.
It's so big.
but big things also come in small packages. So
Yeah.
Well, this is a big package.
Yes.
So a bigger thing's gonna be
Come
in this
in-
bigger package?
so smaller things can come in big packages.
Look, kids, I got laid off, so and
Okay.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
But the package is
The
still
package is
big.
so big.
Go ahead. Go ahead and open.
Let's open it at the same time.
Okay, go.
1, 2.
Oh, I said go.
okay.
Oh, big box, big box.
Big box. Big.
Oh, but I'm going inside.
Okay, go here. I'll lift you up. Go. How is it? Wait, what? How is
Here,
it?
come in.
Tip it over. Tip it over.
So we got that new refrigerator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
This is what it came in.
Oh, how?
Oh, cool. So we're getting another refrigerator?
No.
We only need one.
Yeah. So it's a trick, right? This is a trick.
Well, sort of. It's a trick for you guys to play pretend.
Just imagine.
It could be
Imagine.
It could be a bus. It could be a.
It doesn't look anything like a bus.
It could be a.
I can't see that. It's definitely not.
It could be a
I'm
bus.
not seeing bus.
It could be a rocket ship.
Give me some more
No,
ideas.
there's no jet fuel,
Yeah.
so it couldn't be a
It
rocket
could be a
ship.
time machine.
I've never seen a time
Oh,
machine.
that could be true. I've never
Great job,
seen
sweetie.
a time
Okay, everybody get in the time machine.
Everybody get in. Let's go back to last night.
And the family transports back to last night, actually in time.
Okay, so is this all you want to say to Santa in the letter?
Yeah, this is perfect. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight. I'm so excited.
I peed my pants earlier today.
Hey, honey, can I talk to you for a
Yeah,
moment?
yeah.
My card bounced.
Okay, so you weren't able to go to Target?
I went, but I couldn't check out.
Did you steal? It's okay if you couldn't. It's okay if you. I couldn't steal groceries earlier.
I tried to do a bump of coke to get me over the, to
The hump, yeah.
yeah. To,
We travel back in time to Rudy at the Target. Hey, can I help you, sir?
Just 1 second.
Okay, you're just sweating a lot. The selection.
Put your hand.
What?
Never mind.
We travel back in time again at that guy's lunch break.
It's like it's fucking kids, man.
Got any plans tonight for Christmas Eve?
Jeez, no, yeah. Hey, Cheryl. I gotta try and run to Toys R Us after this.
Oh my God, you don't have reindeer ears on.
What?
You don't have reindeer ears on.
I don't have any. What do you,
Oh, I put a bunch in a basket over there.
we have to?
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to, but it's the Christmas spirit. You got to be a reindeer.
All right. All right. How do they look?
You got to smile if you have reindeer ears on.
I'm just not in smiling mode.
Have you ever smiled? I don't think I've ever seen you smile.
Yes, I've smiled, Cheryl.
Are you sure? I don't think I've ever seen you
Cheryl,
smile.
I
think
smiled before. I mean, it's been a rough quarter.
Excuse me. Hi, I'm looking for a bathroom. Is this the bathroom?
No,
Is it
this
a break
is
room?
employee break.
this is.
We have a customer bathroom. Just
Are you funny? Do you think you could make him smile?
Hey,
what's up?
you're you seem like a nice guy.
I don't know. That's not funny.
Yeah, that wasn't funny.
I don't
We traveled
know.
back to Christmas morning.
We travel back in time to Cheryl's day before when she's at home.
Take me with you. Take me with you, please. Cheryl, take me with you.
You want to go to Philadelphia?
See? Oh wow. Oh, time machine improv, great. What are we? Let's do a couple would you rathers. Andrew, you got some on deck.
Okay, so would you rather be 1.5 feet taller or 3 inches shorter?
1.5 feet taller or 3 inches shorter.
That's so easy. That's 3 inches shorter.
So you're a taller woman.
Yeah. I
3
would
inches
not want
shorter than 1.5 feet taller.
1.5 feet taller. Yeah, it would be like 7'2". That's insane. I don't want to be.
All right,
7'.
what about 1.5 feet taller, 1.5 feet shorter?
Oh, that's harder. I would probably go shorter.
Okay. What would that put you at?
Like 4'11"?
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, a foot shorter. Yeah.
Yeah.
4'11".
Yeah.
Then I could be a gymnast
Yeah, gymnast or anything you want to be.
or anything. I could be. I could be a gymnast now.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's,
Get to work.
I mean, if it's 3 inches shorter, then I'd have to go with that. But if it's a 1.5 foot short, I have to go 1.5 foot taller. You know, we talked about basketball, and like the thing about it is it's not a very like democratic or fair sport. You know, like literally, if you're 7.5 feet tall, you're pretty much.
There's some crazy statistic like if you're over 7 feet tall, like over 7 feet tall, like American born males or something, there's like a 17% chance that you've like will be on an NBA roster or something like that. It was a staggering statistic.
Wow.
I mean, as long as you, I mean, you know, if you're healthy and
there's a lot of stuff that
and
can
all
come
this,
with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like if you're like reasonably in shape and you're 7'6",
Yeah.
like you're gonna be worth maybe $1 million or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that the way that Andrew phrased this question is so funny because Andrew likes tall people a lot. This is something that he will agree to. And your question is like super easy for most people. You'd be like 3 inches is not that much to be shorter, but you're like or 1.5 foot tall.
I think it's so much fun.
Like this is so hard. Do I want to be 5'10"?
Well, I like the question because I thought about it because I was like 3 inches taller, 3 inches shorter. It's like, oh, probably 3 inches taller. I don't know. But then I just like one of them being kind of obvious for people to have like.
Yeah.
When I wrote these, I tried to make them non-linear. Like they're not fair choices. One's probably more obvious, and like 80% of people are making one choice, but 20% of people are making the other
that's
choice.
that's a good
Because I was
point.
looking up would you rather questions, and I was like, a lot of these are kind of like, I don't know. I was like, they're not interesting. Okay, would you rather have an ice cream cone every day or a glass of red wine every day?
Ice cream cone every day.
Ice cream cone every day.
Same.
Fair.
Drinking every day seems
Yeah.
exhausting.
Yeah. I also don't like wine.
Me neither.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair. Would you rather be a wedding DJ or an electrician?
Oh.
I think an electrician.
Okay.
I really feel like I wish I went into like a trade. Like I wish like you're talking about the basement stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I wish I could just be like, oh yeah, I'm a plumber. I can help you out.
It is fascinating to interact with those people who know so much about like a specific
Yeah,
system.
and they're like, we're like losing them, right? Like people aren't going to trade
It is,
schools
yeah.
anymore.
100%.
You could do it.
I guess that's true, but I'm not.
Yeah. You got a lot of ifs. Anything's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, same for the exact same reasons. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like my landlord, who I have a very bad relationship with right now, is like an electrician on the side.
Yeah.
And like it just sucks to like it's like I would fix these problems on my own if I could.
Yeah.
But instead I'm like relying on this person who we both hate each other.
Yeah.
It just sucks to
Wow,
need
yeah.
someone who you don't get along with.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. Someone who is like super handy is just like magic to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can do some stuff, but just those people who can like get in like with physical things and just kind of understand it right away and get into the nuts and bolts. We have this dude who we hired off TaskRabbit when we first started Logan Square Improv to like hang some, do some like light electric work and like mount the TV or whatever. And we've had him back like 5 times because his name's Matt, right? And he's just like the coolest.
He's the man. He's
dude.
the coolest guy.
Just makes us both feel just kind of like inadequate in every way, but in like the nicest way ever.
He just knows how to do everything. He's
Yeah.
just the handiest guy.
Yeah,
and he can step in and
truly
help us with all
handy.
of our problems. And like works out of his car, goes around to different sites.
And it's just like super laid back and cool and really good looking. And he's just like, what do you guys need done? He's like, yeah, we can do that. Yeah, just give me a couple hours. And he's like, hey, can you hand me that screw? We're just like, dude, you're the man. You're the man.
I think the expectations on like an electrician, I feel like most people are like, this person's going to be late and unreliable and not good or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you're just like better than that, like you're
Yeah,
a rock
bar's
star.
pretty low. Yeah.
You know what? That's interesting. I feel like that's the same with wedding DJs
Yes.
too. These are both like things that I think all 4 of us can kind of step into and do, figure it out in like a year, and
That's true.
and take care of some like the basic human parts of it.
Yes.
The trade part is the hard part, but like
Yeah.
showing up on time. not like playing your songs that only you like at every
Yeah, just
wedding.
being pretty warm and like playing a variety of music, not keeping
Not
things
talking
long,
too
not
much.
talking too much, not making anything uncomfortable for people, which is like
not promoting yourself as much.
yeah.
Just kind of.
But like you could just go to all these different weddings, drink, have fun, meet a ton of people, be a part of all these special night celebrations.
Yeah, just
too.
keep it simple and like listen to what the people who are hiring you want the like vibe to be, and not just be like, I'm the DJ, I know what time.
My cousin got married in like a very small ceremony like a couple months ago, and they didn't tell the DJ that it was a wedding because it was more expensive. Like there's like a wedding rate for stuff, and it was just like he had a DJ come to like a bar that they rented out or whatever, and they didn't really say what it was for. But then he said he went up to the DJ and was just like, hey, can you play this song? It's going to be like our, like a first dance type song.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, this is a wedding. Got him. And right away he was like, damn, it is. Yeah. He was like, we'll talk about it later. Like to get the actual wedding, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, it's no different. Like you're just playing music.
Yeah.
Why is it so expensive to have?
Yeah, but you guys are getting married.
Yeah. So I'm going to charge you $1,000 more. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Let's see a scene. I want to see a scene between a wedding DJ and a couple, interviewing them to see if they want them at their wedding.
So we're just looking for like kind of an intimate thing.
Yeah. We love Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra.
Yeah. Do you
Oh, I'm familiar with Frank Sinatra. I actually am friends with his cousin. Can you believe that?
I can't believe that.
Yeah, a couple generations separated, but yeah, I'm good buddies with Frank Sinatra's cousin. So anything Sinatra-wise, I've got the whole discography. I actually played off records. I scratched the Sinatra records. I do a lot of remixes with him.
Wait.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
your
yeah.
setup is you bring vinyl to.
Yeah, I do I have a couple different vinyl stations set up around different parts of the stage, and I'll usually just make my way around. So it's like, if we're doing like a Sinatra thing, I'll probably be in like the northwest corner of the stage doing some vinyl. If we're doing more of like indie rock or like up and coming bands, I'll usually go to the southeast corner and kind of like play over there. Kind of if I find myself to be at different parts of the stage, it makes it clear for people to know what I'm doing.
Hey, what's up? Sorry I'm late, guys. Yeah, I kind of helped Tad.
Oh yeah, this is Squeeze. This is my man Squeeze.
I kind of helped Tad just like take care, like put, there's a lot of moving parts usually to our setup. So like I usually am like in one of the corners and like just running records. Yeah.
Yeah. Where's the exit?
Of this building?
Of this building?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Is this
no
can we
idea,
just-
dude. It's just an Applebee's. So I guess probably where you think the Applebee's exit would be. It's pretty dark in
I think
here.
we're.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I think you guys are just maybe not what we're.
What you're looking
Cool,
for?
yeah, we can do it.
I actually finished the sentence because I know exactly what you're looking
Yeah,
for.
yeah.
See, I can read your mind better than you can read each
Dude,
other's.
yeah, Tad is nuts at reading minds. Like, tell him one thing about like something that you dreamt about, and he could probably say like something that like in your life about it.
Tad, Squeeze. It's just.
Everybody says this exact thing that you're gonna
the
say.
route you're doing. This is so comical how you think you're about to tell us no and we're about to win you over. The way that you are falling into my trap is amusing to me.
Dude,
How easy it is.
This
to manipulate
Tad's
each other.
pulling the freaking strings.
Yeah, dude. I'm a
That's the thing.
puppeteer. I'm a puppeteer.
And we do
you are
puppet stuff,
puppets.
too.
We also do a ton of puppet stuff. Yeah, that is actually.
We're out.
Let us
We're
show
out.
you
You guys
one puppet thing.
you're too expensive, and
We'll do it for $20.
Yeah, $20.
We just want it.
$20.
$20, and then just a fat tip at the end. Usually, she covers stuff.
And we'll just go around and ask people for money, and that'll probably just take care of expenses.
This is a 12-person wedding tops, including us.
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
perfect. That is perfect for us.
pretty
Because
big.
Squeeze usually socializes with about 3 or 4 people, and then I can talk to the other ones and make sure everyone's feeling comfortable.
we'll make sure that everybody's having a nuts time.
Yeah.
I'm just so sorry. I think we maybe came in under the wrong.
Tell us
Impression.
see, I think was
See,
that
once
what you were
again,
gonna
finish
say?
the sentence.
I was gonna say impression, so it's great
Dude,
that you
you
have.
already know the rest of the sentence
I
that
have an
you're
idea.
gonna
All right,
say.
tell
Yeah,
us-
I know. I'm picking
Yeah.
up on exactly what I'm doing. Yeah.
Tell us exactly what you guys want out of this wedding, and just give us one more chance. Tell us what you want, and we'll kind of set it up and say how we would do it.
Yeah.
We're looking to do a backyard wedding.
Nuts.
Okay, so kind of like the backyard here at this Applebee's right now. Keep going.
Yeah, we just wanted some kind of like almost like light dinner music to be playing for most of the time. It's a lot of
Sick.
a lot of our family is differently abled, so there won't be a lot of dancing
Okay.
or anything like that. So it's just we kind of I mean, we could probably just use like an old iPod.
Honestly,
And we should just maybe do that.
We're going to do that.
Yeah.
Like the iPod Shuffle that's on the table right now in front of you.
So, yeah, where do they even come from? Tad's really good at close hand magic and just putting stuff places really quickly.
We'll buy another one. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
definitely gonna just.
We'll just do. And I think I still have an iHome.
Check your pocket. See if your phone's still there.
Nope, here it is.
Yeah.
Phone is gone.
Yeah, well, that's
And you know who I texted from your phone?
your cousin.
Your family members.
Okay, yeah.
And your cousin.
Just a bunch of people. Yeah. Dad texted like 16 people.
How
while
come
you guys were
everybody
talking.
left in this Applebee's? Why?
We rented it out.
We rented it out.
We
with
want
a
to show
little
you that we're
surprise for
serious.
you.
Yeah, yeah.
We're so serious that this is your freaking wedding.
What? Look, all your family members are here.
Mom?
Yeah.
Dad? Why are I don't? This isn't what we
Tip jars
wanted.
over here. Sinatra's in the southeast corner.
They're rolling, everybody.
It's like we brought in our own priest.
Father Donnelly? How did?
Yeah. Wait, you go to St. Christopher's?
Yeah.
Whoa. Tad and I go to St. Christopher's since we were like 7.
Yeah, devout Catholics.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Same. That was my childhood parish.
That's really special. We're really happy for you guys, and can you hand me the mic? I just would like to say a couple words.
Yeah.